Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and the AI Seinfeld got banned. Now, I didn't want to make a video immediately on the stream because I know from personal experience and past experiences, when you got services like Microsoft Tay, all right, little AI bots that get sent out into the cutesy, wholesome world, the internet, exposed to the elements in this case being actual human beings, 4chaners, people who are having some wild shenanigans on the internet. Yeah, when anytime you got human beings interacting with AI, it's literally only a matter of hours before the AI says something that breaks TOS. So for anybody that hasn't been following, there is an entire stream, actually, or used to be. It's been banned for 14 days because apparently it broke Twitch's TOS. The stream was nothing forever. Now, if you haven't watched Seinfeld, okay, I know I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But of course, Seinfeld is one of the biggest shows about really nothing from everything that I've heard. And because of the popularity of Seinfeld, there was a question asked, what if there was infinity episodes? The question really is asked, what if TV shows never ended? What if the future of television shows was just artificially intelligent, like AI created goop, if you will? That's pretty much what it is. It's basically AI generative, like imagine if ChatGPT could write the episodes for everything on a specific TV show you liked. Now, chances are it's probably dog water, okay? But in this case, it was a cute experiment done by a group that basically created a AI-generated version of Seinfeld. Now, the idea was effectively they would have like these Unity tier like backgrounds with these characters moving around dynamically. All of it was AI generated. So from what I understand, ChatGPT and some input from the internet and various chat services, being on Twitch or wherever, were inputting information into this entire global AI, this mind, and it was just generating new scripts for a never-ending television show, a never-ending episode of Seinfeld with AI-generated stories, AI-generated movements, AI-generated audio, AI-generated basically everything. Now, of course, for the last few hours, for the last couple days, really, I've kind of been watching it with morbid curiosity, waiting for the time that it strikes and effectively breaks the TOS. And that day came today when it effectively made a transphobic statement. And effectively, if you don't know, transphobia, racism, a lot of these things are bannable by Twitch TOS. Suspensions can arise. It gets removed, and they've got a 14-day ban. So to give you a quick taste of what it was like, I'm going to play a little clip for you over here. This is Larry giving us a joke. Listen to this.
The bartender looks up and says, "What is this? Some kind of joke?" Ha ha. But seriously, folks, I was thinking about getting a dog the other day. Would y'all prefer a big one or a small one? Oh, and speaking of small things, have you guys ever seen a tiny house? They're all the rage these days. I heard one was built out of popsicle sticks.
Yeah, that AI laughter was also generated through artificial intelligence. I shouldn't have to state that. So obviously it's kind of hilarious because he had a Kramer moment on stage, and effectively nobody in the AI pool even laughed at the joke, but Twitch took the entire stream down, again, for 14 days. The general idea being that, yes, even in AI, you can have laugh factory moments. Now, the artificial intelligence really, I believe, just uses, again, things like ChatGPT to generate new episodes, new scripts, and just basically goes off with it. So, of course, there's even other elements. This is one example where, like, the entire episode turns into an entire, like, green energy advertisement. Listen to this one real quick.
It's been unseasonably hot. I guess it's no surprise since global warming is getting worse every year. Maybe we need to take the heat into our own hands and try to figure out what we can do about it.
Well, I guess we should start by turning off all our lights and unplugging appliances when we're not using them. That way, we can at least do our part to reduce our carbon footprint.
Yeah, and I heard there are other simple things we can do too, like biking or walking instead of driving and using reusable bags when we go shopping.
I want to stop it right here and basically just tell you that this AI effectively just generated what my teachers taught me in like the 4th grade. Literally word for word. So again, this is what happens when artificial intelligence takes over. There's no form of human beings to interact and actually curate the material as well too. There was one moment in the entire stream when like the AI became a bit self-aware, and this is actually super wild. Listen to this one.
Did you ever stop and think that this might all be one big cosmic joke?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily all, you know?
Yeah, I know. I just mean like, why are we here?
To tell jokes, obviously.
I mean, why are we here together?
Maybe fate put us in the same place for a reason? To make the world a funnier place?
Yeah, that could be it.
Alright, I'm in. Let's do it.
If you ever wonder why they sit down so weird like that, it's literally just the animation and the rigging and the weird like generative nature of it. It's a super wild AI to jump into. And of course, the one joke was of course when Larry came up and effectively stated what he wanted to state, had a Kramer moment, had a Laugh Factory moment entirely on stage, and caused the entire stream to get taken down. Now, of course, one of the implications for me is like, I think it's rather hilarious. This is something that I immediately saw coming. If it wasn't this, it was going to be some racial slur or just something out there that was going to break TOS eventually. Just because when it comes to artificial intelligences and requiring human input, one thing is wild. If you're going to go to like the internet community, the anonymous community to like type in whatever they want into a chat, this AI is probably going to get told some wild, wild things. Again, I'm really surprised this AI didn't jump into like full-blown Holocaust and all that. It basically stopped right here and called it a day. And of course, it got banned in this capacity. Again, artificial intelligence, it's not like it's sentient. It really just goes off with whatever it hears. So again, it was only a matter of time before it heard something that it was going to regurgitate and bring out and absolutely get itself banned off of a platform. Now, of course, is this an experiment for the television of the future? Honestly, it kind of scares me because this is like what we're looking at nowadays, but there's so much talk about artificial intelligence. And of course, the reality is it's going to get better over time, okay? The voices are going to get better. The animations and CG work might get better. Hell, maybe the plot lines may get better. But one thing that I find really wild about this is like people who just want a show to never end. Again, it really does prove that even in like the best case scenario, AI generated goop will never actually suffice for anything of real quality. Anytime you watch this show, I think the most hilarious moments came out of it when the AI literally just broke. There's so many moments where it'll tell a joke and it'll just have no punchline. And it's like unintentionally funny because you just know the programming failed. There was one moment where the AI broke for like 15 minutes with like Jerry up on the stage, or sorry, Larry up on the stage, literally just standing there. Like the humans had to get involved to fix up the artificial intelligence. I think it's really funny from like I think it's really funny from a technological standpoint that we've gotten to an era where we're able to generate so many things on the fly that if you wanted to have an 8-bit television rendition of Seinfeld, you can have it entirely done live streamed to you. I kind of imagine what it's like to have the upfront costs to do this. Obviously, the processing workload cannot be cheap for something like this too, especially when they're generating stories, movements, constant characters, obviously just streaming it out to Twitch anyways too. I could only imagine like how much a stream like this would be doing. Obviously with the quality that Nothing Forever was, I don't actually predict it any time showing up into like actual live televisions out there. But of course, I wanted to hold off on talking about this until it eventually did get a little bit of a timeout or a ban. Because anytime you have artificial intelligence with user input brought to the world, it's always going to get a guideline strike. There's no if, and, or but around it. Dude, you could create Dora the Explorer and she could be talking about some wild shit in 72 hours. Nothing on the internet is safe from the human beings around it. Honestly, the only thing that ruins the world are the humans that roam it, and I'm here for it, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Nothing Forever. Coming back in 2 weeks. Hopefully it'll give enough time for the engineers to put in a lot more blacklisted words so the AI doesn't go full-blown poll at the end of the day. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it still only is a matter of time before AI goes full poll. Anyways, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.